I ran the half marathon last year, and then I'll be running in the 5K this weekend.
I wanted to run the marathon because I've been running 1 mile every day for about a year at that point, and wanted to maybe take on a bigger challenge and raise some money for St. Jude, so I wanted to run a full marathon. I ran it actually on my 26th birthday, December 2nd of 2023.
The purpose of the St. Jude Marathon is to not only raise awareness for St. Jude, but help raise money for St. Jude to make it to where families will never have to pay a dime for treatment for their children. No parent should ever have to help their child beat cancer, but St. Jude makes that possible for families.
It was really cool how they showed lots of pictures of some of the patients throughout the race and stuff like that.
The marathon takes place downtown Memphis. I do know that the half marathon and the marathon will sneak into Midtown, but everything starts and ends in downtown Memphis.
This is my first ever and only marathon so far, but I have signed up for one coming up in March.
I believe that was my 4th half marathon, and then in the spring, that next spring, I ran the Germantown half marathon as part of the Campbell Clinic. They had 5 races, a mile, 5K, 10K, 15K, and then a half marathon. So I ran 2 marathons within 3 months of each other. It took me to run the half marathon about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I don't know the exact time that I ran it in, but I know that it was 3 hours and 59 minutes.
I wanted to run the marathon because St. Jude is an incredible cause, but it means even more to me as my daughter's best friend is a St. Jude patient, and while she is cancer-free now, all of last year, I ran that race for her. I wanted to fundraise for her. I wanted to be there to support her family. So when, at about mile 9 of the half marathon, when you run through campus of St. Jude, and to see that family and to be able to give their mom a hug and know that any little thing I can do to just help them make it easier, that was my purpose. And this year I'll do the 5K with my daughter's best friend's mom. Last year she was just on campus watching people. Well, this year she's actually participating and doing it all in honor of her daughter.
My experience was great overall. I had a really good birthday. It was still very tough, and I felt pretty terrible afterwards, but it was a great day overall.
I would say that my experience was phenomenal. I enjoyed being with 20,000 other people who they were doing it all for the same reason. They all wanted to run in honor of St. Jude, for those patients. And so to be able to do something like that with that many people, it shows that it's not just yourself. There's something much greater, much bigger, and being a part of that is special.
I would run it again. This year it actually sold out pretty quickly, but I plan to run it next year.
I would like to run the half marathon again. I will probably never run a marathon. I don't think my body can take it.
It being my birthday made it really special, and my family came out and they brought a big sign and held it up for me, and that's what made it really special.
What made it special again was because of my daughter's best friend, and seeing what she had to go through, knowing how St. Jude treated their family and just made everything as easy as it could be, when you have a child that's going through treatment.
I trained for about, 4 months before the race, and there was one long run once a week, and you get up to 20 miles for the long run. I usually ran that on Sunday. And then throughout the week, you can run 30 to 40 plus miles, just in 8 miles at a time or 3 miles at a time throughout the week.
I trained for the half marathon using, I think it was a 12-week program. So every week, you run 3 or 4 times a week, and every week you're building to your workout. Training-wise, it's hard to just go out there and run a half marathon. You have to build yourself up to it, but if you've done those pieces, if you've done the training, then at least being able to finish it. Once you get to that last corner and you're running into, by AutoZone Park, you forget how much your body hurts. You forget all of those moments, and the moment you're done, it's like, oh, I can go do that again. I think that Memphis is blessed to have an organization like St. Jude here. If it weren't for St. Jude, my daughter's best friend, I have no idea what would have happened to her. And so the fact that, this is just my way of giving back and supporting her, supporting all the children and families of St. Jude. I think that everybody at some point, should participate in some way.
I think everybody should have some type of 5K, 10K, or half marathon or marathon experience in their life, because for me it was a very great experience.